Well, hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode here on the Blockheads server. I believe it's episode 62 of season 2. And today what we're doing is I made a little bit of a cave in here, as you saw at the beginning of our clippity-doo. And yeah, so, well, obviously the cave was here. I've just been trying to decorate it a little bit, just bit by bit, kind of decorating a little bit, just to make this entrance a little bit better here. And then also I put in kind of like a little pond down here, and eventually somewhere over in here, not that way, but there's another direction where there's an amethyst geode somewhere in here. I think it's up here actually. Yeah, the amethyst geode is right here. And this is the one that I've been kind of harvesting to get amethyst stuff. And let me turn my little light levels off. Silly me. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of what I was doing to start with. And yeah, so that's kind of related to what I wanted to do today. Today what I want to do is I want to work a little bit, or at least start off working. I don't know how much I'm going to do, but start off working on the overworld a little bit. Because what I want to do is I want to make the overworld area like a really fun, an enchanted type of forest. So I want to turn this entire forest, this dark oak forest here, into an enchanted land. Full of enchanting things like enchantments and enchanted stuff. No, I'm just kidding. So I want to decorate it. I was considering taking out the dark oak trees and putting in custom trees, but that's going to be a lot of work. So I think for now I'm just going to leave the dark oak trees, and if I want to do a custom tree here and there, I can do so as the season progresses. And you know, if I want to, I can do more of that. But we need to light this place up. We need to start getting some decorations in here. I might take out like these kind of ugly oak trees like this and just leave the dark oak ones. Maybe do a few more of the mushrooms. But we definitely need to light it up and do some moss stuff and put some pathways in. And maybe even set out some areas where I'm going to do like, you know, some more little houses and stuff. Maybe like find like little clearings where like a house would be kind of thing. We'll see. So that's kind of what I want to do. And I'm just going to kind of play around with it a little bit around the mouth of the mother cave here, just to kind of see and establish sort of a style of what this is going to look like. And obviously we need to light this up. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Ah, 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 ah. I'm on fire. Okay, well, after having started to decorate up here, I quickly realized that what I really needed to do was light this place up, because I was already encountering zombies like in the middle of the day. And it's a little hard to decorate and focus on building a peaceful landscape when zombies come after you every second. So I lit up the entire biome. It took me several hours. It was incredibly boring. And I used these lanterns and the glowberries. So I used glowberries where I could put them underneath the parts of the dark oak tree that are like this, because you can't put glowberries underneath leaves, which I think is a total oversight by Mojang, because that would be really cool. We could have like weeping willow trees and stuff. But thanks, Mojang, we can't put them underneath leaves. Don't know why. You can put them underneath trapdoors, but you can't put them underneath leaves. Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. However, I'm really happy that this biome is completely lit up. So like when I say I lit up the entire biome, I mean I lit up the entire biome. There's a couple little spots that I didn't light up because they didn't have trees to hang stuff from. But I mean like the entire dark oak forest here is lit up. So all the way over there, all the way over here, all the way over here. This little area I'm kind of using to harvest dark oak, so I didn't light up every tree in that area. But other than that, every other spot in this biome, if it would load the chunks for me, please and thank you, are completely lit up. So all the way out here. This patch of grass, though, is not lit up because I was only lighting up things from hanging from trees. And we have a little horsey. And I already have this horsey, so I'm not going to cut its head off, so don't worry. No violence today. I kind of like these horses, though. I like this one. Hello, horse. Hello, horse. What a nice little horse. Anywho, so I guess what I should do next is to kind of start decorating some of the rest of the grounds. And I'm not going to do a ton of that because I'm not going to do like the entire biome or anything, just because it's probably going to take a long time. And because I don't really know what plans I have in this biome exactly. I know I want to build like some elven things. I want to build like some little farmland area. I'd like to build like some little animal areas. But other than that, that's about as far as I've gotten planning wise, which doesn't sound like much of a plan if you think about it. If you really sit and think about it for like half a second, that's not a plan. It's more of like some ideas that you could think of. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to grab some of the moss and some flowers and some other stuff and kind of see what I can do decorational wise, just to this kind of little area right in here that we walk around through our little pathway and see about that. The other thing that I'm thinking about doing, though, is doing something with this portal. I need to build a nice Elven Tower, a big old tower that takes us up to that portal up there. So that's going to be kind of the next couple of things I'm going to be messing with. All right, so I've got to start on the decorations here. I think I like it. Just lots of flowers, some moss, and yeah, I think this looks good, actually. You guys might not like it, but I really like this. I think it looks fabulous. I think it looks good. I would like to put in a few blocks where you have to, drop down here and there. But I think this is looking much better than if you walk over here and you see a place where I haven't decorated, it's like boring. But this is very interesting. Very interesting. So I think that this is kind of a good way to go. And I'm going to have to get a lot more flowers because if I do this over the entire biome, oh my gosh, that's a lot of flowers. But I think what I'm going to do right now is work on this tower. Okay, well, I think I have a start on the tower, on the general shape. I was going to do like a larger thing down around the bottom of it, but I think it's going to look better if we don't do that. At the moment, all it is, well, you can see it's just a bunch of quartz bricks at the moment up to the portal. And I also did a spiral staircase in the middle here. And I think this spiral staircase is going to kind of help me dictate where different things go as far as going upwards in the tower. But I'm not exactly sure how to do this because I've actually, believe it or not, haven't actually built a tower like this before. So I'm kind of winging it. So hopefully we can get something going. But I'm liking the concept so far. And it doesn't look as tall. I thought it was going to be way overly tall. But it doesn't seem to be too overly tall. At least not yet. Anyway, I'm going to work on that and see what kind of shapes and stuff I can come up with and what things are going to look like. You know what, guys? It is really difficult to build when you can't see what the heck you're doing. It's incredibly difficult to build in survival mode. Jeez, I'm having a really hard time getting this right. I like this, but it just looks too simple. But I do like that. I mean, it needs stuff in here. It needs a lot of work, but I've got kind of a start, I think, ish. Okay, so I've got the thing built. Moo said to do, or Moo, Pale said to do 7. I asked him 5, 6, or 7, Pale, and he said 7. So I built 7 of these, that's literally how it went. I built 7 of these stories like this, so it's actually quite a bit taller than I was anticipating. Right there, if you look at that one, that's actually the portal that I originally had, so I'm going to have to tear that out and rebuild it. And then this is now going to be sort of the height of it, and it reaches literally to the clouds. So we're going to call this the Cloud Tower, I guess. I was not anticipating building builds this tall, but oh well, there it is. Now all I have to do is put on the roof, and I'm a little concerned that I went a little too wide on this upper portion. So I don't know exactly how this roof is going to look, but we're going to give it a good go and see if I can't get the roof to look good. Okay, well, this thing is looking pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. I like it. I really like the roof line that I came up with. It's just really simple. It's just a stair and then 3 blocks, a stair and then over and then 3 blocks, a stair over 3 blocks and then 3 blocks on the top. Looks really cool. I like that. The only thing I'm not liking is this ledge right here, so I might have to pull back the roof a little bit, which I don't want to do. But also I could put some stairs underneath this thing to make it look better, some quartz stairs. And I think that would help it quite a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the roof, and then we can add a few more little details to it. And then I might make the bottom a little bit larger. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I think that it's going to work out if I do a slightly larger bottom area here. So we'll kind of see how it goes with those two things. But I really like the style of this now. It's very simple and elegant and elven, I think. And then we're going to cover it in lichen. Okay, big progress update. It's done. So I went ahead and finished that roof. I decided not to do anything larger on the base, except for I did put some deep slate, some cobbled deep slate around the bottom. I also added in the lanterns, and then I did some hanging lanterns from that spot, and I did end up putting those stairs on there, and I think that looks really good. Let me go into camera mode here, free cam. And then obviously I covered the entire thing in glow lichen because why not? It looks great. And I really like the glow lichen on the quartz for some reason. I don't really like it on stone or anything, but on the quartz, it just looks like proper vines climbing up the build. And I think it just looks really good. And it really kind of makes it elven, whatever. Looks like I forgot to wax a block. Anyway. So it looks really good, really good. I spent a lot of time trying to find quartz, trying to find copper. Copper is not as plentiful as you would think because the blocks take 9 copper ingots to make 1 block. And then, yeah, so anyway, I'm kind of regretting using copper as my sort of highlight block on these types of builds, but I think that it looks really nice anyway. I put the portal in here. So the portal's really ready to go. It's all working and everything. And I'm really happy with this build because I think it's not only aesthetically pleasing, but it's very functional and very necessary for me to have it so that I can put other portals in places underneath my base and stuff later. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I like these chains hanging down with the lanterns. I think that just really adds a nice touch to it. And the staircase goes all the way to the top. And it's good times. It's a good build. I certify this particular build as being good. Adequate. It's adequate, really. Well, I think it's slightly above adequate. Anyway. So now that is done, I've got about 15 minutes left in the episode. And I think what I want to start doing is building an area where I can build bone meal farms. And by bone meal farms, I mean things where like the bone meal will shoot out and I can harvest things from using a bone meal like dispenser kind of situation. So one of those things is glowberries. Another one is these root things. Another one is like this nether stuff, these little guys, but also like the other stuff that comes from it, like these thingies right here, these little red root things. The azalea bushes can be farmed that way. I actually got some of these vines from when I was getting some of the warped stuff for the roofs of these. And I put them here just to see if I could bone meal them. And yes, these can be bone meal farmed and so on and so forth. And so what I want to do is build a series of these things somewhere. And I found like a little cave that I think will work well. And it's actually back through this way, kind of out towards the entrance. But it's not, it's about like a quarter of the way maybe. So if we come to this first area where this little waterfall is and we climb up here, there's this little cave that is kind of unexplored and not done yet. And it's got, kind of a cool little area in here. And I think that this would be a really sweet place to build some bone meal farms. In fact, the first one I might build just right here to be able to, bone meal some stuff. And I think would be a lot of fun. Ideally, we would have the bone meal be distributed among all of the farms, but I think it'd be a lot more fun if I kind of spread them out in this cave so that you kind of have to walk through and kind of enjoy the cave while you are here getting the item, whatever it is that you're trying to get. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm set up here in this little cave, and what I did is I changed the way the water flowed. Before, the water came out of this little gap right here, flowed kind of that way, and then flowed down here. It was just a natural water flow, So what I did is I actually got rid of that natural water flow. I filled in this little lake right here because it was just like this rounded kind of shape in the stone, and I decided that that'd be a great place to put a little pond thing. And I just really like the water in the caves. I think that that really livens the caves up quite a bit. Anyway, then the water falls down here, and instead of falling to your left, it's going to fall almost in front of your pathway as you walk here. So you got to go to the side, and then this takes us up here. So then the bone meal farm is right here, and what I've got going on is just a dispenser, and then that's gonna it's gonna be powered by this little what do you call these things? Observer clock, where the observers are facing each other and it clocks. And then I just have to find a way to power the piston with a switch, and it should be working. And then I'm just gonna place in like something to put the bone meal in. I might use a double chest. I don't know if I'm going to use a double chest or a single chest. Well, I might as well just use a double chest, right? Okay, we'll just put a double chest in here. And then that will make it so that this thing will be working. And that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so I've got another place right here. And inside of it, we are putting a root farm. I need to get some of those, the roots, whatever they're called. What are they called? What are they called? The dirt? The rooted dirt. That's what it's called. I need to get a piece of rooted dirt to put right here. But then basically it works the same as the other one. There's a piston right there that has the two observers facing each other. When I pull that right there, and it will spit stuff out like that. In carpet mod, the dispensers actually place a block. So that's what that was about, just in case you didn't know that. We do use carpet mod on this particular server, although I don't make much use of it. And there we go. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There we go. It's pretty cool. Go. All right. Anyways, that'll come down in here into a barrel, or we could use a shulker box right there. I just put a barrel for now. And then I need to make an input chest for the bone meal, and then we're good to go. And that's just right around the corner from here. So I've got this spot right here, and then right around the corner, you're going to come up here. And there's this little machine here. And then actually down here, there's like a whole nother little small, it's a small cave system, but this is the only access point to that particular cave. I guess I could just break right through the wall right there, and then I wouldn't have to have that. I might try that. We'll see. Anywho, I need to get a chest like this. So we need to get a chest. Where's the chest? Chest. Chest. Dude, I swear one of these had a chest in it. There it is. There it is. I was also doing a little bit of caving, and I got this nice music disc. C418 Mall. Okay, here we go. We got a piece of rooted dirt like that. And then I need to put these... Oh, shoot. Oh, I guess I can just do this. This is fine. Let's put this dark oak stair right there. I wanted to get two of them. That closes it off. Good enough. And then we can put the bone meal in like this. And then all we need is some shears, because I think you have to use shears to get this. Let's just see if it'll at least, yeah, it'll grow the rooted dirt. That's pretty cool. And then maybe let's just go like that. I guess that doesn't look too bad. And there you go. Now, yeah, you have to cut that with shears, unfortunately. So we'll have to get some shears going at this site right here. I did close this cave off right there. And then right here, I opened it up so that it goes through into this one. So now that's closed off. But that's fine because, yeah, this is a great little spot to throw stuff into that I do not want at the moment. I don't need wheat seeds right now. Thank you very much, though. Or granite. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Or rotten flesh. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to do a little decorating around this thing and see if we can't get some rooted, some whatever those root thingies are. And it even works. Check it out. There we go. Let's get roots after roots after roots after roots. This is nice. Okay, this next one's going to be glow lichen. So I've put some glow lichen in this little space right here. And then here's the dispenser. And then we have our little... observer clock. It's actually going right now. What I need to do is put a block right here so that that will power the dispenser. And of course the dispenser doesn't have any bone meal in it yet. I'm going to have to put a bone meal thing on here somewhere. Not sure. But anyways, when this does have bone meal in it, it will go to these, it'll hopefully bone meal the lichen, and then the lichen will grow down, or we can shear it with some shears. So yeah, that's the goal on this one. Let's see if we can get this thing to stop clicking. I'm hoping that you guys can hear it click. I know that I've been having some serious audio issues lately, and sometimes it doesn't record the audio. So if you guys hear it clicking, then I'm going to be a happy hex. But if not, then I'm going to be an angry hex. Angry hex? Not an angry hex, just a little bit of a disappointed hex. Let's put it that way. Let's just say hex will be a bit disappointed. Here we go. All right, that's there. This is here. We can pull the lever now, and there, clicking stopped. I think what I'm going to do is put in the chests right up here. So I'm going to put in these two first, just so that I know where my chest is going to go. And then we'll just go chest there. And then it's really difficult to place chests sometimes. There we go. Okay, I think if I right click on it, it should do it. There we go. And then that way I can access that. All right. And then we'll just put this guy back there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, we're going to break this for a second. There we go. I actually want to put the chest here like this. So I'm going to have to break this thing in order to get close enough to the chest to put the chest in. This is why I don't do redstone. Oh my gosh, what a pain. There we go. That should work. All right, that's good. And then... so we should have access to the chest easily. That's good. And then all I have to do is do one little hopper right there. And then we can put the bone meal in there. And we should be good to go. I don't think I have any bone meal on me. I'm kind of spreading my stuff out in this cave. This cave's kind of cool, man. Because it's got like these things. You know, like a little spot there that looks like a little stalactite kind of thing. And then we can put some water in these two. It's going to be a fun little pretty cave. Okay, we got a bunch of bone meal. Let's drop it in here and see if this thing works. I'm hoping that it'll work. Oh, there we go. Turn it on. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just hold down and boom. This ain't bad. It's pretty good. Okay. Very satisfying, actually. Like that. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Let's see how much we got. Ooh. We got a decent amount there pretty quickly. That's nice. That's nice. All right, we have a glow lichen farm. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, it's like pretty cool. There we are. All right. You know what? You know what? Here we go. Bone meal. There we go. Some bone meal in there. And I got some bone meal for doing the cave. Should be good. Well, okay, everyone. I have finished off this little cave here. I built a little pathway that goes up. And we have a pretty little pond. Well, it's kind of pretty. I forgot to do the moss underneath the pond. What you have to do is you have to do the moss first and then put the water in. You can't do the moss after you put the water in. Don't work like that. Anyway, maybe that's for another time for me to fix because I'd have to fill in the entire pond and do the moss or something. But yeah, this thing works great and I'm really happy with it. I'm glad we have that farm now. And the reason I'm glad about that is because when I built the tower, I had to use bone meal like on the sides of the tower, which is fine. It's actually not using any more or less bone meal than that, really, than, you know, farming it that way. But I just didn't have control of where it went a little bit. And so it came out a little bit different than I probably would have done if I had just had all the globe lichen stuff, whatever, in my inventory. So that's a thing. I'm really happy about this root deal because now we have some roots that we can play with. And I think they look really good in the cave. Surprisingly, they look a lot better than I thought they would. They look actually really fun. and that's really cool. Eventually, what I'm going to do is go through these caves and add some deep slate in like areas like this, and you know, even in some of the caves that I've already built or decorated or mossed or whatever you want to call it. Like in here, like put deep slate in there and stuff. Like this is probably the first cave that I did. Is this one right here going down into the lava pools. The lava pools. Lava pools. Here's the lava pools. Look, lava pools. Yay, lava pools. Anywho, yeah, so we're almost out of time for the episode, but I did want to do one final thing. So over the course of recording this episode, I have found the following heads. I have a cod head, the tropical fish head, the black sheep head, the whatever rabbit head that is. Is that like a brown or a gray? I can't tell. And then the chicken head, the most coveted head of all the heads. Well, no, it's just really hard to get because you have to kill like a ridiculous number of chickens to get that. So I can stop killing chickens now. That's good. And also I don't have to kill any more tropical fish or cod or little brown bunnies. Oh boy. Did you hear that? Hopefully you heard that. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? We need to move this thing. We need to do some sort of other way to have these little... I keep getting creepers spawning in like this underwater area here. Because there's several places that don't have like... Anyway, they spawn in here, they come, they float up, and then they die. And I keep thinking that there's creepers in my base. Anyway, so we got to go over to the House of Heads, and put these in their proper locations. Also, I left several shulker boxes back at the new area, so I gotta go get those, because I guess I'm a blockhead. Okay, here we are at the Hall of Heads. I've got my heads, I got the die, I got the... Yeah, I had to collect a few things, actually. We gotta go like this, because Mr. B needs that to glow, and then there was another one, the blaze. There was another one that like wasn't dyed right. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. There we go. Now it's right. There we are. Okay, so our first head, I believe, is this chicken's head. Let's go ahead and mount it. Let's see, cat. Creeper. It's going to be in here. There he is. Chicken. There's Mr. Chicken. So the ceremony goes, you're going to do that. We're going to light up his sign. We're going to light up his sign. There we go. And we're going to light the candle. That's fun. Okay, there's our chicken head. And we have the fish and rabbit and sheep. So let's go to those. Okay, here we are, a tropical fish. There he goes. Sign. Tropical fish head looks weird, man. And there we are. There he is. Or she, or whatever. It? They? Him? I don't know. Rabbit and sheep now. So evidently the rabbit head that we have is the brown rabbit's head. So he goes here. Or she, or it. Light the candle. Oh, did I do that in the wrong order? There we go. Hey. Glow. There we go. And then this guy actually needs to glow with the white as well. I think when I built this initially, I didn't... Oh boy, the salmon and the shulker. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got work to do. I'm a bad museum curator. Here we are. Let's see. Sheep, and we have the black sheep. Here he is. Or it, or whatever. Black sheep. Baba black sheep. It looks like it's white, but it's not. Baba black sheep, have you any signs? There we go. And ta-da! Silly me, I forgot about the cod. It was right next to the chicken. So, you know, blockhead. It makes sense that I collect all these blocks that are heads because I'm a blockhead, so I want to be around my fellow things. There's our cod. Sign. Glow sign. And candle. Ah, it's so nice. Look at them. They can be best buds forever now. Or technically they're dead, so you're just going to have to hang out there. Can't really be friends, can they? This hoglin needs to have his sign glowing. And then, oh, so does the black horse and the brown horse and the chestnut horse and the dark brown horse and the gray horse and the white horse. Are there any other ones? Yeah, the killer bunny needs to be lit up. And then the llama trader. And I'm almost out of ink sacks. Glow ink, that is. I have to do some more caving. All right. I think that is going to be it for today. Oh, here we go. The drowned. So I did kind of start this little area in here where we have kind of like a little hallway, and then back in here there's a little cave. I kind of started it. I put a few chests in, so we had some space for extra heads. So I did have a bat's head, and I collected that in this episode, but I've already got one, so I just threw it in here to keep it safe from prying eyes. This is like the back of the museum where they keep all the really cool stuff that they don't let you see. Yeah, that's where this is. All right. And then gotta do something with this room eventually, but that's for another episode for sure. Well, guys and gals, that's all we have time for today. This has been Hex. I hope you've enjoyed this episode here on the BlockHeadz server. I hope that these episodes inspire you to build, to have fun, to play Minecraft, and more importantly, I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful, fantastic, merry day. I don't know why merry. It's like the middle of June. I'm not doing like a Christmas thing or anything. Just saying. Anyway, have an awesome, beautiful day, and God bless.